So, Rachel Reeves, Keir Starmer's hypernasal shadow chancellor, has said it's clear from the off whose side Liz Truss is on. Well, yeah, we know whose side she's on. She's a Tory. Being a Tory, that ought to be obvious even to you, Rachel, but being a Red Tory yourself, how close are you to the same position? Perhaps it's a little bit confusing for you. Rachel Reeves, as some of you will be aware, is married to this chap, Nick Joicey. He was once a spad to Gordon Brown. He's remained in the civil service since under the Tories, and he'd risen to the position of Director General of Finance at the DWP. So when you think of Rachel Reeves, and the first thought that might pop into your head is that Labour will be tougher on benefits than the Tories, it perhaps makes you wonder how much input Joicey might have had in that comment, that belief. Scarring Reeves's career forever, it was very much her milk snatcher moment, and it'll never be forgotten. However, on to the here and now. There is a rumour, so caveats for that. It's come from Guido Fawkes, so take it with a shit ton of salt, frankly, but that Liz Truss is shifting a load of spads out of Downing Street and into the Cabinet Office as part of a grouping called the Economic and Domestic Secretariat, which would cover policy data and legislative units. It sounds like one big admin headache to me, but the appointee as head of policy for this group is apparently going to be Nick Joicey. If this turns out to be true, Lord knows we need a proper source of information to corroborate it, then the husband of the Labour Shadow Chancellor is being put in charge of government special advisors regarding Tory government policy. Now, I can't be the only person with a problem with this, surely. No wonder we have no opposition when they're all on the same bloody side. Is it hardly surprising that the two main parties are barely any different from each other? You can't get a Rizla paper between them anymore. This is bloody ridiculous and just reinforces the belief that getting the Tories out for all those bleating that line consistently simply isn't enough. We need to get them out of all parties, not just the one that bears the name.